Dooley Field at Sanford Stadium. The site tonight of one of the most highly anticipated games ever played here. The hottest ticket in Georgia history brings two of the best in the country together. The population of Athens, Georgia might be double what it would be on a normal night, but this is not a normal night.
It's the Bulldogs and the Irish.
This is what college football is all about.
It's not often you get a matchup like this.
Herschel running over people. There goes Herschel. Touchdown. The stadium bananas here.
For the first time, here's Jake Fromm. The Dogs have come to South Bend, Indiana, and painted the Gold Dome red and black.
Look, lofts it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Look, it's Javon McKinley. A touchdown.
Dog Nation taking over. DeAndre Swift to the house. Touchdown.
Huge play there by Georgia. How about that? Touchdown Irish.
Are you kidding me?
And he's going to be sacked by the Dogs defense.
Gonna take it all the way.
Easily into the end zone for the Irish touchdown.
The stage has been set for Georgia now.
And as my partner said, the stage is set. Dooley Field in Athens, where we'll have a record crowd. And the Home Depot, SEC on CBS, brings us Between the Hedges. The number 7 Notre Dame Fighting Irish, the 3rd-ranked Bulldogs of Georgia. They'll tangle between the hedges. Outside the hedges, 93,246 will pack in here to watch this one. And we welcome you, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler. My partner is Gary Danielson. Gary, they tell me that the 1929 Yale game here was pretty big, but now arguably the biggest non-conference game ever to be played here. You can argue that point, I guess, but at one area we know is it's a playoff atmosphere here.
It really is, and in some ways, Brad, it feels really bigger than a playoff game. You know, when an iconic team comes down, plays in the heart of the SEC, we know what Georgia is, and you know if Georgia wins, the SEC is going to pound the table that we deserve 2 teams, and it might be hard to argue if they run the table. But if Notre Dame wins, and all those people that really never root for Notre Dame, they might be rooting for them because that'll open up one more spot at the end of the year with that committee.
We're going to talk about the quarterbacks in a minute, but let's go back 2 years ago. It was Georgia at Notre Dame. They win by 1. What's the biggest difference between those 2 teams and these 2 teams?
You know, in that game in 2017, we really didn't know what Georgia was going to be. Ultimately, 1 play from the national championship. We know they're elite this year. They're a legitimate contender. But this Notre Dame team is much better. They've got more players on the outside, better rushers. They're veterans. They played in big games. Tonight, there is no excuses. They got to stand up and beat an elite team.
I asked Ian Book today, I said, are you guys ready to roll tonight? He said, yes, sir. It's a great opportunity. Right. The opportunity's at hand.
And that's probably the biggest difference in the game in 17 to 19, the quarterback position. In that game, both teams were managing their quarterbacks. Not tonight. Both teams have quarterbacks that can win football games. Ian Book, it can move around in the pocket. He's a threat. Ball handling, RPOs, throwing the ball downfield and scrambling to make points. Georgia must be aware of him on every snap of this football game.
2 years ago, Jake Fromm was making his first start at Notre Dame Stadium. Now he is the undisputed lead dog.
Yeah, in that game, it was like manage him, don't lose it. But we saw how he grew. We saw in that SEC game, he ripped the Alabama team almost and should have won the game. It wasn't his fault, and now he's even better. I've never seen a quarterback that is better prior to the snap and after the snap in college football for as long as I can remember.
The vibe in this city and this stadium has been electric for 2 days. Tonight, the stars will shine on the Georgia night, and they'll shine on Dooley Field as well. The Irish and the Bulldogs coming up. If this scene doesn't get you ready, nothing will. Here comes the third-ranked Georgia Bulldogs. From South Bend to Athens, the 7th-ranked Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. You saw that, 15 straight wins. Georgia hasn't lost a non-conference home game to anyone other than Georgia Tech here since 1996. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame in these situations have not played well against top 10 competition over the last decade. They're hoping to turn that around tonight.
You've been in a lot of great games. Have you seen a scene like this before?
Yeah, we've seen some, but this is really nice. They've done a great job of creating a home atmosphere here, and got to play through it.
Road Warriors, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks, Coach.
Not quite the scene at Notre Dame Stadium 2 years ago when there was a sea of red on their home field. There's not a lot of Notre Dame fans in this building.
Agree, but I don't know if there's another team in college football that's more prepared to play in big game atmospheres than Notre Dame. I mean, they don't want them, but they know what it's like to play in them.
Exactly. You just saw the graphic of something I mentioned earlier with 500 additional seats added to the west end zone. This is the largest crowd to ever watch a football game in this state. 75 degrees. It is perfect. Notre Dame won the toss. They want the football. Only the third meeting ever between these two teams. The aforementioned one 2 seasons back. And then the national championship win by Georgia following the 80 season in the 81 Sugar Bowl. Rodrigo Blankenship's got it teed up. Williams and Keys are back deep for Notre Dame. And as Rodrigo does so many times, a touchback. So they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. It's first down for Notre Dame after that penalty at their own 26-yard line, and now they just jumped. I think it might have been Aaron Banks or Eichenberg.
Offense number 74. Penalty is 5
That's 2
yards.
mistakes by
First down.
Eichenberg in the opening minute.
And probably their highest regarded offensive lineman, who's a veteran.
Up 10 yards, so it's second down and 5 at the 31. Book with a play fake, throws off his back foot. Komet has got 3 catches already. He's got a first down, and he's all the way out to the 46-yard line. So we knew he was going to be a great addition. We didn't know it was going to be this big this early as Stokes heads to the Georgia locker room. And again, the jet sweep to Keys going right this time. And this time Georgia plays the edge well, and DJ Daniels runs him out of bounds. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and that time that Georgia defense, Tay Crowder, number 30, they just all ran it down. Going sideways, that's why you recruit these guys. Keep pushing it wide, and then your corner makes the tackle.
That brings up a 3rd and 11. And Notre Dame's not been good on 3rd down this year, 27%. They only converted 1 3rd down a week ago.
The speed rushers for Georgia have to make their impact. Guys like Nolan Smith, number 4. Can he make an impact?
They're trying to get some heat on Book. Scrambles left and throws that way, incomplete. It'll be a punting situation that was intended for Lawrence Keys.
We back in the saddle, back on stage, making the whole place rattle. Back with the 18, train on the track. Thought we were gone, but you're wrong, that was on.
DeAndre Swift to the house.
Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Thought we were gone, but you're wrong, that was on. We back.
This is the Home Depot SEC on CBS. The best game from the best conference.
Second down and 4. Throws left into some traffic to Robertson again. So Demetrius Robertson back-to-back receptions. Hooks in a slot with the tight end Warner, and again he'll be on the move on 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. Fromm throws it to Swift, one-on-one, and good tackling like Gary just said, and an excellent job there by Drew White. Let's check in with Jamie. 3rd down and 9. Georgia's been pretty good on 3rd down through their first 3 weeks.
They have elite pass rushers. Can they put some pressure on Fromm?
Got 6 guys up there close, and they're bringing an extra one, and it's a screen to Swift, but it's a great open field stop again.
And Jack Lamb, number 31 that time, is their middle linebacker in their dime package. Okay.
Chris Fink waits on Jake Kamara's punt. And we got a whistle on the penalty marker down.
I think 2 men in motion that time.
False start. Offense number 70. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Warren McClendon, the freshman, is flagged for the false start. So instead of 4th and 13, it's 4th and 18. And they're getting dangerously close to their own goal line.
Somebody needs to tell Kirby to do the controlled emotion in the first quarter. Who tells the guy that tells you, right?
Scott Sinclair, their strength coach, is usually the guy that grabs him by the belt.
He looked like a little emotional to me right there.
Some heat on the punter, but he got it away.
It affected the punt, and it's going to go up. That went out about the 40-yard line.
It's going to be great field position for Notre Dame. They're still walking it up to see where they're going to spot it. I think Gary's right on it, I think. At any rate,
40.
Bad punt, great field position for Notre Dame. So far, they're off to a good start defensively, and their offense back on the field when we come back.
Groups against groups. The Georgia running back group kind of is so powerful and game-breaking, and the Notre Dame group does not have that guy yet kind of to emerge.
And Georgia has been stingy, allowing only 61 yards a game on the ground. Another false start.
False start.
Noise is getting to him.
Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
I was on the field before the game, and I said, Brian, your team is better than it was 2 years ago. What'd you tell him? And he said, I said exactly that. We're better at receiver. We're a veteran team. You guys want to be elite? Go out and beat an elite team, and you'll be elite.
Midway through the first quarter, neither team has drawn blood yet. Empty backfield at 2nd and 14. Book, pressure coming over the middle, high this time, incomplete. That was intended for Claypool.
You know, and Ian Book in the first games has started off rather slowly. 2 for 5 in the first game for 21 yards, and then 5 for 10 for 48, but he threw for 360 in the total game. So both games, he got off to slow starts. Against this Georgia elite football team, you can't waste a series.
3rd and 14. Here comes a blitz. Book across the middle. Nice throw. Tony Jones is going to be short of the first down, but they got it all the way to the 31, and this might be a decision for Brian Kelly.
Well-designed play this time. Listen, I think they got to go for this. On the road, the elite football team. Here's the value now of Ian Book. Georgia has to defend the quarterback on this play.
It's 4th down and 2. They're 5 of 6. Their 4th down conversion so far this year.
Notre Dame has struggled on short yardage situations, but they've been on 3rd down. Maybe 4th down is more lucky for them.
And the ball goes through the hands of Book, and he's in a heap of trouble. Comes up firing and almost completes it to Lawrence Keys, and Georgia will take over on downs.
Remember, the newest player on this team is Jarrett Patterson, the only new starter in the offensive line, and I think he snapped it before he should have. Georgia shifts, and he snaps the ball. I think the Georgia, some type of vocal call, got Jarrett Patterson to snap it before Book wasn't ready. It's very fortunate that the ball did not hit the motion player going by. I remember a lot of that was that opening Appalachia State game when they were not ready for that option game from Appalachia State. Against Louisville, my fault, against Louisville. Kind of caught them off guard, took a couple 3 series to really find their feet.
Dominic Blaylock The freshman was in motion. Pressure coming on Fromm again. Throws, and he completes it to Tyler Simmons. And it's a first down for the Dogs at the 47-yard line.
There are like stats about Fromm that, he needs to throw less than 30 passes to win. But boy, I've seen him at his best, and he's 5 for 5. He's now legitimately, you can play him any way you want. He's a winning quarterback no matter what you do.
Tyler Simmons on the end around. And Simmons, positive yardage, he got almost 10 more. George Pickens, a freshman wide receiver, got a good block out there for his teammate.
Notre Dame must move, stunt, use their quickness to their advantage against this big line.
Here's the quick throw out in the flats. And again, good open field tackling. Matt Landers lost yardage that time on a catch.
And that's exactly the tackling you have to have. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromora that time made that tackle in space. You can't let a 1-yard play become a 20-yard play. Make the tackles, make them earn their yards. We always talk about yards after contact for a running back, but now in modern college football, yards after contact for a wide receiver may be a bigger stat.
We haven't seen an explosive play yet from either team. Third down at 12. Jake Fromm, 4-man rush. Pressured, lobs one. Lucky that wasn't intercepted. He was hit as he threw by Julian Okwara.
I don't know if he lobbed it or the ball squirted out of his hand because of the hit from Okwara. Steps to 3. Yeah, he got hit as he let the ball go, and he just kind of squirted. He's very fortunate to get away with that one.
His first incompletion, and there you see the heat and the first time Jake's hit the deck.
And as Brad pointed out last year, a lot of you might not have seen it, Jake always flips the ball before he throws it, and that's he flipped it a little too late that time.
A little late on the flip. Second down at 5. George is going to bring an extra man. Book throws it out in the flat, complete to Jones. Nice wheel and turn and first down. That tight end is Tommy Tremble in motion. Play action. Screen goes Davis, and what a play it was by Tay Crowder. Avery Davis, kind of a multi-position player. They tried to get him out in some space, and Tay Crowder said, Third down and 9. Now it's going to get loud in here again. Four-man rush. Book backpedals, throws in the flat. Claypool's got a first down out to the 40-yard line. So there's his big 6'4", 230-pound wide receiver.
I can't imagine that this is not a bust. Third and long, Claypool actually runs behind the line of scrimmage against a zone defense and picks up an easy 12 yards.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter. Neither team has been able to score. Number 7 and number 3 in Athens. Second quarter coming up in a moment. Back at Dooley Field, Sanford Stadium in Athens. Home Depot SEC on CBS. No score through the first quarter. We start the second quarter with Notre Dame at the 42-yard line with a first down. And Tony Jones looking for somewhere to hide and actually loses a yard on the carry. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jamie's down on the field.
See how comfortable Ian Book is having number 84 back in the football game.
He's an NFL caliber tight end, 6'5", 250, and he's made a big difference in this game as Ian Book's 8 out of 12 for 70. And has another third down situation here. That's Fink in motion. And now we got motion as well, and it's Komet who had an early takeoff, it looked like.
Ball starts. Offense, number 69 and number 84. 5-yard penalty, third down.
Right now, I think Notre Dame Nation and Brian Kelly is going, boy, I wish we'd have had this home field advantage when we had them at our place.
Exactly.
Because that night, about 50% of that stadium was Georgia red. And here it's not 50%, it's almost 95% Georgia red here.
Making themselves known again. for the Georgia defense on 3rd and 11. And a timeout taken by Notre Dame.
Home field advantage, no doubt about it.
Gary was talking about, speaking of neighborhood, Georgia thought they were in their own neighborhood at Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend 2 years ago as they gobbled up tickets. That was the scene there in 2017 in a 20-19 Georgia win. And now here in 2019, that's the scene in Athens. So much for Southern hospitality.
Exactly. These people down here don't sell their tickets, do they?
After the Notre Dame timeout, 3rd down and 11.
Remember, Notre Dame has been throwing short passes on 3rd and long, and they've been successful with it.
That's Trimble, the tight end who is in motion. Ian Book throws, complete. Avery Davis, and he is all wrapped up by Devon Wilson.
I don't know if we have a stat yet for this in college football, but soon there should be. In the secondary, when the ball is given to the wings, all of the offenses now are trying to get their athletes the ball in space. And that means the athletes on defense got to learn how to tackle and wrap up. And they don't have to knock out guys. They got to just drag them down.
Tyler Simmons, averaging over 19 yards of punt return coming into this game, had a fair catch earlier from Jay Bramlett, a freshman out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So he knows all about the SEC. That's a good kick. Simmons has to call fair catch again and dropped it. Notre Dame's on top of it. Chase Claypool comes up with a football. A huge mistake by Simmons.
Fumble recovery by number 83.
How about the hustle by your starting receiver, Claypool? Gets down there on special teams and is there to make the easy recovery. A gift. Calls a fair catch and then doesn't catch it.
Covered the fumble at the 8-yard line.
Now, how does Notre Dame take advantage of it?
2nd down and goal. Book, the fade to the corner to Claypool. Did he catch it? Flags are down. He's out of bounds.
This pass is incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
DJ Daniel was the guy that was covering.
Pass interference. Defense number 14. Foul was in the end zone by rule. The ball be placed at the 2-yard line. 1st down.
Slot receiver fade. Everybody's got this play. Everybody's got a 6'3" receiver. Very physical Chase Claypool, and you can see Daniel is riding him, has his hands on him the whole way. Had to be called.
Georgia short on defensive backs due to injuries. And that time, the corner with the pass interference, they're coming right back to Claypool. Incomplete this time.
Boy, you can see the respect Chip Long has for this rush defense for Georgia.
When's the quarterback draw coming?
Yeah. Or as you're calling plays for Chip Long, do you think it 4-down territory as you call these plays?
Book is under center. The toss, the roll, the throw, the wide open toss for the touchdown.
Kirby called timeout prior to the play. And he saved the touchdown. Notre Dame was an unbalanced line, and he got a timeout to save a touchdown.
1st charge timeout.
He knew his defense was fooled. Unbalanced line, only 2 guys are going to run the end man on a touchdown, but Kirby sprints down there, uses his defensive back plays, gets into the end zone, a nice design play to slip into the backfield. Look at, he said, we don't have it right. We don't have it right.
He didn't move that fast when he played here.
If I was Brian Kelly, I would go to my offensive coordinator, Chip Long, and I'd tell my whole team, we're going for it. If we don't lose yardage, we're going for it on all 4 downs. We got a gift here. What's the big deal? If we would have caught it, he'd been at the 9. If we get it and we don't make it, they get the ball at the 2. We're going for a touchdown.
Ian Book in the shotgun all by himself. Davis in motion. They fake it to him. There's the quarterback run. He's close.
Book keeps, and it's not short of the goal line.
Just shy of the Georgia goal line.
I think Monty Rice did a good job getting that hit on the edge. Book goes inside, but Monty Rice delivers the hit and does not let Ian get far enough near the goal line. So now it's 3.5 yards. Watch for the quarterback sneak here. Brock Wright comes in and does the push to the quarterback when he's in the game. They do not have him in there.
Third down and goal. About a foot away. The quick screen, and it's broken up by Georgia. They tried to get it to Claypool on a little slip screen, and J.R. Reed knocked it down.
And Notre Dame is very fortunate this was not called a lateral. This was close. Tries a quick screen. That's very close to being a backward pass. Woo! Called incomplete on the field. I don't see enough to overturn it. Here's the quarterback sneak look. We're going to get the push from behind by the tight end.
That's Takis. 4th and goal. Now they shift out of it. Book fakes the throw, in trouble. To the back of the end zone. Caught by Clement for the touchdown.
It didn't work as it was drawn up, but it worked.
I'm not even sure Komet was the intended receiver.
I don't think so either. I agree with you. I think he was throwing it to the back of the end zone on the play. Wants to throw it wide, nobody there. I think he's throwing it right here to the back.
He was trying to get it to Tony Jones.
And intercepted on the play.
Cole Komet says, I'll take that.
Intercepted by your own guy for a touchdown.
Notre Dame strikes first. We told you Cole Komet would be a big part of this game. He's got 5 catches, including a touchdown. Short drive, and number 7 is up 7 in Athens.
Looks like a legit defense now. They've got it all together.
James Cook in motion. They'll try Swift again. And Swift trying to pop out the backside, and he did. And he got a first down. There's the best run so far for Georgia. Georgia with a bunch receiver group to the left, and now that's Robertson who's going to join the backfield and come back out of it. From scans the field, throws complete, caught. Eli Wolf, who we just mentioned earlier, transferred over from Tennessee, and he's already got more catches as a Bulldog than he had all of last season with the Volunteers.
I think it was Jack Lamb, number 31, was bluffing the blitz, and he turns around and tries to find the crossing receiver just a half step late. See it right there? He turns a half step, and Wolf gets by him. The transfer from Tennessee gets it and picks up the first down.
That was a pinpoint pass by Fromm to get it in there to him. First down at the 47. 2 tight ends set now with Charlie Warner and Wolf in there. Swift trying to get to the edge. DeAndre Swift. There's one of his patented runs. Pick up a 12 and a first down.
Well, Eli Wolf caught a pass on 3rd down. This time they asked him to block. And he gets out front in space and makes the block, pushes him by. That's all you need. Good running back, just get in front of somebody, and you're going to make positive yards on the play.
Lawrence Cager, another transfer from Miami. He's up to the top of your screen. Simmons to the right on first down. Play action. Fromm's going to flip it out there to Charlie Warner. Dropped the ball, scooped it back up, and picked up a yard maybe.
You really have to be impressed. I mean, Fromm he's almost a magician with the ball, but the Notre Dame defense is on the throw. He's completing them, and they're there. They're in the picture. And that's really the key here when you're playing against elite athletes. Do not give them space when they catch the ball.
This is the best tackling I've seen so far this year from anybody.
No doubt about it. But it seems like Georgia's kind of found their rhythm here. Enough power. They've got to kind of go in both directions now. A little bit of everything.
Dominic Blaylock out in the front with a reception. Got around to the edge. He's got a first down. They really like this kid. Freshman out of Marietta, Georgia.
If you're Kirby, do you think 2 downs for a first down, or do you think in field goal? They have not gone deep so far in this game, but Notre Dame's alignment has not allowed it. I look for a dig route, something across the middle.
Charlie Warner, the tight end, is in a slot on the right. That's Demetrius Robertson who's in motion. 3rd down and 9. Fromm looking left the whole way. Back shoulder throw. Got it complete. And it's Lawrence Cager. First down.
Went man-to-man to the outside. Their best cover guy is Tony Pride, number 5. Cager to the outside. Got your best guy on him. They make a better throw than you could. Nothing you could do. When you're playing bump and run to the outside, you're trying to clog everybody else. That throw's better than your defense. Fromm now 11 for 12 in the football game. How about that?
And he's got it inside the Notre Dame 10 at the 9-yard line. First and goal. Fromm keeps it himself. Inside the 5, he fumbled the ball into the end zone, but I think he was blown dead at the 3. He doesn't run a lot.
Well, I'll tell you, when Alohi Gilman comes from the secondary, he brings a load with him. One of the things, he lays it on Fromm's right shoulder, too, on the hit. Definitely down. His left elbow is down. But when you're a running quarterback, you get hit in that right arm. That's always scary.
Late stages of the second quarter. Here's how they've mixed it up this drive.
Yeah, been in control. 1 penalty, illegal procedure penalty, was the only negative play.
DeAndre Swift to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Finally, something for the record crowd to cheer.
That's what Kirby says. Finally, we've settled down and played our football, keeping everybody off balance. I'll tell you, Andre Thomas, number 71, the All-American left tackle for Georgia. What a play.
Has 2 remaining. Ian Book throws across the middle, in and out of the hands of Fink. It might be almost intercepted. It still loose. I'm not sure the ball ever touched the ground.
No, so far.
Tay Crowder supplied the hit, and then it seemed like the ball was still above the surface. Let's see.
Rolling on the field, it's a catch. Second down.
Wow.
What a catch. Off the back shoulder as he gets hit. Might be the play of the game so far for a receiver at least. What a play.
Book, deep middle, got his man, and it's Kmet, the tight end again, all the way down to the 45-yard line.
Well, Irish fans are going, when we have a tight end, we are a threat. Goes right down the middle, and Book makes a perfect throw. Can't throw it any better than that.
He actually backpedaled his way to the 42, a 28-yard pickup. Book, pressure from the corner, throws to Met again, and he's got another one. He's caught 7 passes already.
Yeah, this is the part of the game, talking about the 217 game, that Notre Dame didn't feature in that game. They did not have the passing attack that they have tonight. Ian Book talked about being elite. His offensive coordinator said, go prove you're elite. So far, he's shown he can match anybody.
2nd and 8, set to throw again and going deep. And it's caught inside the 15, and it's Lawrence Keys. Great drive being executed by Ian Book and his receivers right now.
Well, Georgia got a one-on-one back shoulder throw. Here's a 50-50 ball to the outside. Throw it up. Go get it. You know, we should stop calling them 50-50 because it's probably about 75-25 advantage of the receiver on those balls.
2 28-yard pass plays in this drive to the Georgia 12. And now they'll back it up.
That's the 3rd mistake by your veteran left tackle, Eichenberg.
False start on the offense. This play qualifies for a 10-second runoff.
The only way Notre Dame could get the 10 seconds back is to burn a timeout, and they do not want to do that.
For a 10-second runoff. Notre Dame will not call a timeout, so the 10-second runoff will apply. 2nd down. First down.
All right, well, that's exactly what Gary said a minute ago.
Winding the clock. There it goes.
There goes Komet in motion. Book looks right, goes to a screen. He's got blockers out in front for Fink. And Fink's down inside the 10.
Do you get up and snap the ball, or do you call timeout? Make up your mind, Notre Dame.
18-17,
Looks like they're going to go up to the line of scrimmage.
Down to 13.
Now they're calling timeout.
Wow. They left some seconds out there, didn't they?
They didn't want to waste the down, but they wasted so much time they almost gave up a down.
Second down at 7 at the 9 with 13 seconds left for Notre Dame. Ian Book throws out of the end zone. It'll be third down.
And you got to just send the field goal unit in right now.
Jonathan Dorr has only kicked one field goal this year, and he made it from 36 yards. This will be a 27-yard attempt.
Kirby's going to burn a timeout.
And there it is. So we'll let Dorr, the junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina, think about it a little bit. Well, Dorr is still standing on the sideline,
Yeah,
so here comes the offense.
Book's still in. They're going to throw one up. Different look this time as well.
We got three wideouts. McKinley.
Give offensive coordinator Chip Long credit. He's changed up the look after the timeout.
McKinley's down to the bottom of your screen. Fink and Claypool up to the right. They're going to fade it for McKinley, and it's incomplete. But there's still 5 seconds on the clock. Now they'll bring out the field goal unit.
Well, that was a lot of talking for a field goal, wasn't it?
Sure was. We kind of wore ourselves out there.
Exactly. I'm worn out. Well, we have 3 timeouts, 2 different formations.
And now it'll still be a 27-yard field goal attempt, which is what we started with a few minutes ago. Jonathan Dorr to try to give the Irish the lead at halftime. And he does. Notre Dame comes into Athens, Georgia, a big underdog. They go to the locker room with a 3-point lead over the number 3 team in the country. How about this?
Well, they had to have their quarterback play ball, and he's played ball, and they have tackled. I said they have to tackle in space. Done that too.
I think everything else is working pretty well, including Komet, who's got 7 catches for 69 yards and a touchdown. End of the half. 7th-ranked Notre Dame leads 3rd-ranked Georgia 10-7. As we go to Adam Zucker and the guys in our New York studio. Zuck.
Only the 3rd meeting between these 2 historic programs. The first took place in the 1981 Sugar Bowl, where Georgia's freshman phenom Herschel Walker rushed for 150 yards and leading the Dogs to victory, an undefeated season, and a national title. But the historical connection between these 2 schools actually dates all the way back to 1921. That season, legendary Notre Dame coach Knute Rockne coached the Irish to a 10-1 record. The starting center on that team was Harry Meir. 7 seasons later, that same Harry Meir would become head coach of the Georgia Bulldogs.
And now they've got the Butts-Mehre building over here with the football offices. In Athens, halftime festivities going on. The Irish on the road leading the Dogs 10-7. Well, the light show continues at Sanford Stadium, but the hometown Georgia Bulldogs not exactly lighting up the scoreboard. They trail as we get set for the 3rd quarter. They will have the football first, but Notre Dame with a lead of 10-7. Dorr to kick off. 3rd quarter underway. This one will be returned. James Cook trying to cut it outside. He's not going to get to the 20-yard line. Only got out to about the 15 as we welcome you back to Athens. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, down at 8. The motion man is Demetrius Robertson. Fromm throws over the middle, complete to Cager, and that's good for a first down.
Undecided.
Yeah, undecided so far. First down. Swift, broken tackle. Trying to break another, and did. Got out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The first half game trends, as we said, Jake, almost perfect, but no big completions at all. Ian Book was sensational. 7 completions to his tight end, Cole Komet. And Georgia, first time they've trailed at the half at home in 3 years. This is their opening drive of the third quarter. If you're just joining us, trailing by a field goal. Brian Harrion now in the Georgia backfield. He'll get the call, trying to get to the edge. Got there, got the first down. Good run by Brian Harrion.
This time got outside Khalid Kareem, number 53, and man on the line of scrimmage. You got around him. That created the space. Kareem couldn't get there, and Harrion gets to the edge.
But they stay there as Fromm directs traffic with a first down at the 46. James Cook in motion to the top. Here comes an end around.
Great defense.
Landers is swarmed under by the Notre Dame defense. James Cook flanking Jake Fromm in the shotgun. I'd like to get him in space. He's got great speed. From deep middle. Did he catch it? Dominic Blaylock, did he take it off the turf? No. It was a little underthrown, I think.
So when you play the rover spot for Notre Dame, as you look at this ball, yeah, it bounced. It bounced. Owusu right there, Koromora, is playing in coverage. Last time he's playing defensive end. Whatever way it flanks, sometimes he's got the slot, sometimes he's got the edge. That's how versatile he has to be.
Third down and 16. Georgia's really going to have to earn this one if they pick up a first down. And it's an inside handoff, DeAndre Swift. Swift broke one tackle, little lazy leg, got past the 50.
Now it's decision time.
Yeah, he's about 2 yards shy of the first down.
Past the 50-yard line. I think that may be the first decision Kirby's going to make. Should he go for it here? Get it in the secondary? No real chance. Runs through a couple tackles to make it a decision.
Here comes a punting unit. That takes DeAndre Swift over the 2,000-yard mark career-wise and averaging over 7 yards a carry, which is remarkable. And he's in some great company in both those categories. Camargo to kick. Chris Fink stands back inside his own 10 on the other end. And Fink just gets out of the way of this one. Can Georgia down it? Not quite. James Cook was down there. He just couldn't get to the ball. So a touchback. 10:49 remaining in the third quarter. Third-ranked Georgia, their head coach Kirby Smart still finding themselves down by 3. Second and 6. Book pressure from behind. He got rid of it over the middle, incomplete in and out of the hands of Jones.
Inaccurate. He had a potential to make a first down. Tony Jones is a very good receiving back out of the backfield, but you got to give him a chance on those short plays. Those receivers do not have enough time to react to the throw. This one, he thought that Jones was going to continue and cross the linebacker, and he pulled up right in front.
Azeez Ojulari and Malik Herring at least got a little pressure on Book that time. That's about the first time that he's felt a little heat from behind. Third down and 6. The throw in and out of the hands of Fink and intercepted by Georgia. Devon Wilson's got it. He drops it. He's got it again, and it's out of bounds. I think it's Georgia ball. That thing was like a bar of soap in the shower. Let's see who's got it.
Well, I think Georgia's going to end up with it. It's so close to, again, an inaccurate throw over the middle to Fink. He had him for a first down, but the ball's behind. Yeah, you got to make that catch. It's a tough catch, but it's one you expect your senior captain to make. It would have been a good catch, and then it ends up being an interception to Wilson on the play.
Devon had to find the handle on it about 4 times, and it finally goes out of bounds, and Georgia's got it at the Notre Dame 22-yard line.
And Tony Jones rips it out again on the play.
Play fake by Fromm. Gonna throw it back to Swift in the flat. DeAndre Swift broke a tackle. Out of bounds. Inside the 15.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 54, offense. 15-yard penalty, second down.
I think there was a block late on Kyle Hamilton, number 14, was the call.
Justin Schaefer, the backup guard who's in there because Kinley's out with the injuries, the guilty party.
For a second, I thought they were going to call it on Troy Pride, but you could see it. I think it was the number 14 from behind. There's the hit, and it had to be called.
Ian Book talking to Chip Long. That's the first interception this season.
Yeah, he had 2 inaccurate passes in a row. Now, whether they were miscommunication on the first one, but the second one was behind Fink, and it cost him.
Fromm's going, let's hurry up, guys.
And remember, right now you're sitting there as a defensive coordinator say, should I pressure this guy? Fromm is so good throwing off his back foot. I don't think so.
He's got to hustle to get the play off. 2 on the clock, just in the nick of time, and here comes a full blitz. Fromm throwing to the end zone, just off the fingertips of Demetrius Robertson.
Yeah, see that? Fromm is so good at throwing that fade route that you hold your breath when you blitz. And we saw him in the SEC championship game, puts him right down the pipe. He knew he had one-on-one from the slot. He throws it, and this is a 50-50 ball with Crawford. The crowd thinks he got his hands on him.
You might be right.
I think that's incidental. So now I'd really like to see what Gene thinks of this. To me, it's incidental.
Rodrigo Blankenship will try a 40-yard field goal. He's perfect so far this year. He still is. Georgia draws even on their senior kicker. We're tied at 10. 8.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and kind of a controversial play, or was it not? Gene, what'd you think about this? Would it pass interference or not?
You know, what draws your attention at first is the defensive back really never looks back to see where the football is. Our terminology is he's not playing ball, so really any contact rises to a higher level because of that. But in my opinion, although he doesn't look back, look, the contact, the hand fighting, a little play there, the reach of the arm, I don't think any of those actions rise to a level where it's materially restricting the receiver or putting him at a disadvantage that would rise to a level of a foul. I think it's a great no call, guys.
Great, thanks, Gene. Kickoff will go out of the end zone. And it's Cole Kmet in motion. Second down and 7 for Ian Book. Book fires. That one was almost intercepted by J.R. Reed, and he would have had a touchdown had he held onto it. It's the second time tonight J.R.'s got his hands on one of those.
And this time Ian Book never took his eyes off of Kmet. He watches him the whole time as this play goes. And that allows the Georgia secondary to react actually before he throws the ball.
Big third down here for both teams. And they're going to have to call a timeout. Ian Book didn't like the looks of something out there. A third down and 7 with 7:46 to go in the third when we come back. All right, Jamie, thanks. And they could use all the help they can get right now, trying to hold Notre Dame without a first down on this 3rd and 7. Kmet switches sides and sets up in a slot on the left. Fink in motion. Ian Book across the middle, competes at the Keys. Keys trying to get to the sideline. He's going to be short, well short of the first down.
So Notre Dame shifted, and then he went in motion, and it told Ian Book that Georgia is in a zone. Because all they did is rotate their linebackers. Nobody else moved. Thus, they have basically a wide receiver screen coming from the opposite side. A very safe play, but a play not likely to get a first down.
First down for Georgia from its own 33-yard line. Georgia hasn't aimed one at George Pickens, their freshman receiver. Here's Brian Arian into the secondary near the 49-yard line.
You know, the only drive that really worked for a touchdown for Georgia is when they went power and ran the ball effectively against Notre Dame. If they gash a couple of these, that'll open up the deep ball. No deep balls in the game. Georgia has to be wondering, when is it going to break to throw the ball deep? Because Notre Dame has not allowed them anything deep. They haven't even tried one.
No. First down on the run by Harry. Pickens, the guy I was talking about, is to the top of your screen. Play action from deep out, near side, got it. Demetrius Robertson for another first down at the 31-yard line.
When Jake was a freshman, the first thing we noticed is how well he threw the ball to the outside of the hash. From the far sideline, he's about as good as you have as throwing that ball to the sideline. He's very accurate with the football on that outright.
Pick up at 19, back to throw again, looking for more, scans the field, crossing route. Brian Harrion might have another first down. He does, just outside the 20.
When you give Fromm time to throw the ball, he's going to do it. And this time, Thomas does a great job of keeping that block in the pocket free for Fromm to step up.
They've got it to the 20. Here's a quick slant. Cager goes to the deck to make the catch and a pickup of 5.
Kind of laugh. There's a little stat when Fromm throws more than 30 balls, they lose. I'm telling you, this guy can throw in any offense. They just choose not to do it in the pass. They have the lead, they run the ball well, and they don't have to do it. We saw him 25 for 39 against Alabama, and in the championship game, he was a great player as well.
He said he was in a zone. He didn't feel like he could miss a pass.
Yes.
The reason the fans are booing is because there's a guy down, and it's Owusu Koromoa, who is down on one knee, and just when Georgia had their hurry-up working, they're saying that he's stopping the flow.
He wanted to watch that package of himself.
Yes.
Brad, I think the fans were correct. Watch the two players involved. Number 6 goes down. Kehoe goes. Gilman says, "Get down." Although he goes, "Get down" for the injury, and they were right. The fans were. That was not an injury. That was from the bench. The signal right there.
Stop the flow of the Georgia offense, at least temporarily. Second down and 5 now. Jake Fromm hustles out. It's going to be a direct snap to DeAndre Swift, and he only spins for about 2. But Georgia goes with a little wild dog offense with DeAndre Swift. Didn't really net him that much. So now they find themselves with a third down just when they had things rolling. They're down to 3.
Hard to take the ball out of 11's hands, right? I mean, it's, you know, that guy just pretty good with the ball in his hands and having the running back next to him. They don't have a play yet, and they're under 10 seconds.
Directing traffic down with 8-7 from in the gun. 3 wideouts and a tight end. Here comes everybody for Notre Dame. Fromm given ground, throws on the run to the end zone. Got it! No, it out of the hands of Simmons. He had it and lost it. Tariq Bracy got a hand in there and popped it out.
He sure did. He kept fighting the whole way, never gave up on the play. Tyler Simmons does the thing he's supposed to, go to the back of the end zone, has it for a second, bobbles it, and then it's poked away.
I can't believe Fromm got that much on that ball just to get it to that point.
They were trying to go to DeAndre Swift that time, was defended properly, and Fromm had to go elsewhere and almost made the play.
Well, Rodrigo Blankenship to try to give Georgia its first lead of the night. This will be a 31-yard attempt. He's 6 for 6 on the year. The kick is up, and it's perfect. And the Dogs at home finally taking a lead, and it took them to the 4:21 mark of the third quarter.
How do you call this one?
1 for 8 today, 1 for 10 last week on third down.
And
the big shift.
Ian Brooks had 1 rush for 1 yard in the game.
Komet, the tight end, is in the slot on the right side. He just took off early again. He and Claypool, I think, both got a head start, and now it's going to be third and longer.
False start. Offense number 84. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
It's the 5th false start penalty on Notre Dame tonight. You can thank the crowd for some of that.
I was wondering if Ian Book was trying to draw Georgia off sides with a fake hands, a silent count, a little bit like Aaron Rodgers does it. Watch how he moves here to try to draw him off. Watch as he fakes the snap, and he doesn't get it.
And if you thought it was noisy on the previous third down, listen to this, 3rd and 7.
They better be careful. Gonna have to take a timeout. Did Brian Kelly take one or not? They did.
.234 remaining in the third quarter. And you saw the Georgia fans really giving themselves a little nod there because they know that they've gotten Notre Dame confused a few times with the noise in here. Notre Dame down to 1 timeout after taking that one. 3rd and 7. Empty backfield. Ian Book looking left, goes that way, throws, he's short of the first down.
Right as he caught it, he made the tackle, not an inch.
Now they're going to say incomplete, I think.
Yes.
Devon Wilson's had a pretty good game in the secondary here.
He sure is. He's the dime back. Might have moved up a little bit with the injuries. But number 1 right there makes the play. He's on the slot. He's got fake. 1-on-1. He knows where the first down. Look at the squat. See those defensive backs are not moving back, especially on third down. You're going to have to run them deep on third down. They're not moving.
Georgia might be a man short on their punt return team, and now flags fly in, and another false start on Notre Dame.
False start. Offense number 52. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So remember, this was, 3rd and 2? And 2 false starts, an incomplete pass in between. The crowd is having a huge impact in this football game.
So now Bramlett backs up 5 more yards. There's the part of the record crowd that's making a lot of the noise. Dominic Blaylock is just going to get out of the way of this point.
Let that ball land on the ground. It cost you 15 yards.
Boy, they had a fumble earlier by Simmons. They put Blaylock in there, and he lets that one go.
Yeah, well, Blaylock's a young player, and that's like losing 15 yards with a penalty.
And he's going, what was I supposed to do?
Well, that's why you're back there. You got to go make that catch.
A 58-yard punt with a roll down inside the 20 to the 18.
That really flips the field. You work so hard to move them back and hold it, and then if you can't field them or they punt low or they're directional kicking, you got to put 2 guys back there.
For DeAndre.
Well, we do all the SEC games and talk to all the coordinators, and every defensive coordinator in the league says they hold their breath because number 7 can take it to the house on any play. Notre Dame has controlled them so far.
James Cook in motion. He fakes the handoff, and here's Swift. And a hurdle into the secondary for DeAndre Swift. And another first down, Georgia.
He went right over number 20, Sean Crawford, that time. Barely broke stride. I don't know if he was a hurdler in high school, but he could have been. That's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. First down at the 35.
The 3 and outs from the Notre Dame offense is now catching up with their defense.
Swift stays in there in the backfield with Jake Fromm in the final minute of the third quarter. DeAndre ran into a wall. Now he got into the secondary. He's got another first down. Spinning his way. It appears for a first down at the 45.
It's so important for the offense to help the defense. When you go 3 and out 3 straight times, your defense starts to get gassed. And those tackles that were so easy now become arm tackles. in that.
They're on the side of caution.
Absolutely, for the injury of the player.
1st and 10. Harry in the backfield now with Fromm. He'll get the call and just barely got back to the line of scrimmage before Tagovailoa Amosa made the stop from his defensive tackle position.
Yeah, inside, with the graduation of Jerry Tillery, their big stout 3 technique inside tackle, 1st-round pick. There was questions of could they stand up and hold up inside. They've done a good job inside.
Well, 3 quarters in the books. Number 3, Georgia took the lead in that quarter, and now the cell phone lights will come out at Sanford Stadium, and the 4 fingers will go up. Who will control the 4th quarter? Number 3, Georgia, or number 7, Notre Dame? Stick around with us and find out. During the timeout, the LED lights go down, the red lights come out, and then the cell phones look like fireflies in the Georgia night. And that's the setup to set up our 4th quarter. 13-10, number 3 Georgia leading number 7 Notre Dame. 15 minutes remaining.
He plays in the 3rd quarter, and they really had to take one dive to slow him down, and for instance, to slow down one drive. So right now, Georgia has taken control of this football game.
Let's see how Jake Fromm does to open the 4th quarter. From the 46-yard line, Fromm throws long left sideline. Got it to Cager.
Cager, the transfer, number 15 from the University of Miami, is matched up one-on-one with the outside with Crawford. Again, great coverage, puts it in a spot not even a professional corner could handle.
Back to the red zone and back to the air goes Fromm, and back to Cager he goes. Flag down.
This time it's a slant, went fade, come back to a slant. Did he have his hands on him before the catch?
Fouls for illegal touching, offense number 89. Number 89 was covered by a wide receiver. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
This Notre Dame defense has to force a field goal to stay in this game.
Simmons, Pickens, and Blaylock, the 3 wideouts for Jake Fromm on 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground to Harry. Harry, a little juke move, nice move to the 15. Got some of it back.
Doesn't it look different? Doesn't it look like Georgia is faster now? In the first half, it looked like the Irish had the fast legs. Now they've worn down just a half a step, and the Georgia players look quicker.
And the tackling's not quite as crisp. Inside the 15. Here comes the blitz. Here's the lob to the corner. Pickens. No.
That's great coverage. It would have taken a fantastic catch by Pickens. This time it was Bracey, number 28. Remember, he popped the ball out earlier in the game on the fade. He's got it one-on-one. It's just him.
I think that's the first time they've targeted him, Gary.
Didn't he have one where he knocked the guy out of the back of the end zone on one? I thought he knocked the ball loose. Might be wrong. I think that's a good call. That's fighting for a 50-50 ball.
Yep.
A little bit of jersey right there. He had some jersey. It's hard to use your vertical when a guy's got his hands on the jersey, right?
3rd down and 7.
They could have called that. 3rd look.
All on blitz. Fromm lets it fly. Back shoulder. Cager. Touchdown.
I think he got his right foot down. I think when he spun, he got his
running on the field as a catch for a touchdown. That play is under further review.
Troy Pride, number 5. Good position, but another perfect back shoulder throw, and this time Cager twists and gets his right foot down.
They're looking at right now,
running on the field, touchdown is confirmed.
Totally agree with that ruling of confirmation. The receiver is falling after getting one foot down, and he must retain possession of that football through the fall, which he does through the entire replay. It's good when they look at a play like this, guys, and they put it away so quickly. We don't have a 4-minute delay on it.
I agree with you, 100%.
By the way, Cager, 6'5", Pro Pride, 5'11".
The extra point by Blankenship is good. And suddenly Georgia up double digits at home. 13-19 left. Their junior quarterback, who doesn't lose often, has got his team in command right now.
Different.
Come a blitz. Tony Jones on the toss. He'll lose a yard. Georgia bringing some heat on the ground game that time.
The Georgia defense has kind of put their heels in the ground and will not back up. No speed to force this defense to back up from Notre Dame. Nothing has scared them so far.
There's what Gary was talking about in the second half. It's been all Georgia. Time of possession, yardage, number of plays. 2nd and 11 for Ian Book. Over the middle, completes it to Claypool. Claypool with a spin move, and he's going to be a yard or so shy of the first down. They'll bring up 3rd.
3rd and short. Remember, they've had illegal procedure penalties in this situation.
All 3 receivers to the near side. Jones, I think he got the first down. Didn't end up there, but I think he got enough forward progress to move the sticks. And he did. First down of the half for the Fighting Irish. From the 35, Fink in motion. They fake the toss to him. And now Book comes up fire. He's got a man wide open out there. Tremble. Tommy Tremble. That's his first catch, I believe. Highly recruited kid from this part of the country. And that's his first catch, and it's a big one. Here's a flea flicker. Book getting chased. Throws on the run, and it is intercepted by J.R. Reed. He's had his hands on 2 other ones. He got both hands on that one.
This is a veteran move and an athletic move at the same time. Watch how far J.R. Reed is away from this receiver when he breaks on the ball. What a play by the leader of that secondary. J.R. Reed is right here. Watch how far he has to go. He's back, and then he starts to run. And he beats the pass there. You know Ian Book thought he had.
His daddy was a great receiver in the NFL. Junior looking pretty good with that one. Jake Fromm under center with DeAndre Swift behind it. And it's DeAndre Swift into the 2nd level. And another first down, and now he's starting to close in on 100. Brian Harrian's going to give him a breather. Harrian hasn't had a bad game either. Fromm off the play fake. Throws down the middle and throws a dart to Demetrius Robertson again. 3rd and 10. Pressure coming on from this time, and he's going to run it right up the middle. Takes a hit and another, and he's very close. If they give him the spot that it looks like one of the officials gave him, it might be a first down.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the Georgia staff is holding their breath on this stuff. Backup quarterback this year is a walk-on, Stetson Bennett. Justin Fields playing for Ohio State. Jacob Eason's playing for Washington the last 2 years. He's on his own. Taking those hits long-term is worrisome. He needs to know when to get 7 or 8 yards. You're looking right there at Stetson. When you get 7 or 8 yards, take a slide.
Review.
I think they're going to look at the spot on this.
Good job by the replay official.
After review, runner was short of the line of game. It will be 4th and 1 from the 26-yard line.
And there you have it.
Yeah, I don't know what a field goal does to really help Georgia here right now. You know, 13-point game. You know, I mean, are you going to go for it? You got all these 5-star offensive linemen. Do you try to make this 4th down play? You know, I'm looking at my team if I'm Kirby and go, you know, sometime in this season we're going to need one like this. Let's do it right now and show we got it. Now he's going to go field goal.
Yep. Well, Rodrigo Blankenship is perfect on the season. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be a 43-yard attempt, so a little bit deeper for Hot Rod. From the left hash. Blankenship from 43. Right down Lumpkin Street. Tack on 3 more, and a 13-point lead for the Bulldogs.
We're back in the saddle, back on stage making
to the back of the end zone, caught by Komet for the touchdown. DeAndre Swift to the end zone, touchdown Georgia.
Makes the catch, did he get the foot in? Yeah!
A record crowd in their saddle, and they sure have made a whole lot of rattle at Sanford Stadium. 13-point lead now for the Dogs with 6:54 remaining in the ballgame. 2nd and 10. Book, quarterback draw. He's going to throw off it. Got it to Komet. I thought he was going to run with it, but he threw. And Komet's got reception number 8. They fake it to Jones. They come up fire, an easy pitch and catch to Claypool for the first down. Book scans the field, has time, pump fakes. Running for his life now. He'll keep it. He got a good gain out of it. It's good out of Jamie.
You're going to have to bring something across and then something behind them. That's the only way you're going to get deep.
They've been preaching havoc plays for the Georgia defense, and Jamie said, what's a havoc play? J.R. Reed said, you ready? Tackle for loss, a sack, a batted ball, a pressure that produced an incompletion, a fumble, or, in my case, an interception, which he had on the last series.
And when I played, that was called Chicago Bears every game.
3rd down and 7. Book backpedaling. Now comes forward. He's going to run again, and he got the first down. Nice play by the Notre Dame quarterback.
All right, still a football game here. Every play, you know, draw play screens are an option, but right now, it's all on the quarterback.
Just a 4-man rush, now a late extra rusher. His Book got him wide open, Komet into the Georgia secondary inside the 20. Oh, you talk about a tight end having a night.
He had 2 deep safeties and score onside kick.
Again, the noise getting to the offensive line a little bit. Book loads, fires, far sideline. What a catch by Claypool.
Yeah. What do they call it?
At the 4-yard line.
Wow, nice play. Great phase that time to the outside. McGee is right there, but Claypool leans. And does he fall out of bounds? They have to take a look at this.
Notre Dame's trying to go right now.
Kirby was even going to take a timeout to ensure they look at
on the field with the catch in bounds. This play is under further review.
Kirby was running down there. You go, please tell me you're going to review this because I'm right here. And they said, no, we're going to review it.
Officials at times.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
Completed pass is what was called, and it stands. And it's 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Just to give us an idea, let's look at this in regular speed. That's what you officiate now. That's what those guys on the field are looking at.
Yeah, great call. Great point, Gene. And they do it all game, and we pick apart the bad ones. Kind of our job, but remember all the good ones they call.
1st and goal, Notre Dame. Ian Book, blitz coming, throws to the corner, Claypool, touchdown. They needed a score in a hurry, they got one.
Yeah, again, remember last time they were inside the 10, they threw, well, they throw again. Let's see if the pressure release. This time it's a stop. It's not a back shoulder, it's a stop. kind of gives him a little bit of a shove. McGee, if you push with your elbow, you get away with it. McGee could not stop fast enough, and Claypool got away with it.
And DeAndre Swift behind him. A lot of these Georgia players had not even seen the fourth quarter in the first 3 weeks of the season. James Cook on a sweep, and he's dropped by White. Loss of 4.
Drew White, what a play. Just be patient, Notre Dame. You don't need to burn a timeout. Maybe Georgia will throw and stop the clock.
3 wideouts and Charlie Warner, the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground, Georgia, though. DeAndre Swift just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll do it. Perfect. Can't run it any better. The defense did it. The decisions were firm. They know what they're doing. Brian Kelly took the timeout when I would have after second down.
Notre Dame might have jumped. Could be a free play. Fromm throws. Tipped. Incomplete. Intended for Simmons, but again, it looked like maybe somebody fell into the neutral zone.
Offside. Defense, number 95. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Tagovailoa Amosa, so it's going to be 3rd down and 9 now.
Obviously, they were going to put the ball in the hands of the quarterback, weren't they? You'd got to trust Jake Fromm just enough. And a good snap that time by Troy Hill. I don't even know if he waited for the actual snap count. He saw him in the neutral zone and snapped it. Good play by Troy Hill that time, number 55.
So now 3rd down is shorter. Biggest play of the game.
He faked the snap, almost like a head bob, but he got away with it.
Fromm dropped the ball. Now throws deep. And it's incomplete, intended for Pickens. Pickens had his hand on it. Fromm somehow got the handle on that thing and got a pretty good pass away.
So by making an incomplete pass, they give Notre Dame 36 more seconds. And that was close. Again, remember what Gene told us before. When the defender doesn't look back, you're more likely to call pass interference. Pride is very fortunate to get away with that one. He had his hands on the collar of Pickens that time. A no call, and got away with it.
Jake Camarda to punt. Fink is back deep. Oh, and another knuckleball of a punt.
Called it. He did.
He almost missed that thing. End over end, where are they going to spot it? 48-yard line.
You know what, let's go back to Kirby's decision, though, to kick the field goal. At least now he knows that they don't tie it with a field goal. They got to have a touchdown to win. That's why he went for that field goal. You got to give him credit for that decision. He forces Notre Dame to score a touchdown now instead of tying it with a field goal.
From the Georgia 49. Low snap. Book handles it, comes up firing, complete to Claypool, out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's too easy.
Second down and 10.
Nobody covered Claypool at all.
At the Georgia 40. Book goes short to Jones in the middle. Got only a couple yards out of it, and he's tackled right in the middle of the field, and the clock will run. Georgia changes up their defense. Some new bodies coming in as Book brings up the Irish. 3rd down and 9. Approaching a minute. Ian Book has to throw another one away. 3rd and 9. 4th and 9.
I was watching Cole Kmet run across the formation that time, and he was gassed. But you can't substitute for him. You got to run it out.
Here's your ball game. Irish need a 1st down. They've got to get to the Georgia 30. Book. Wait a minute. They blew the whistle. And Georgia took a timeout before the snap. Georgia's won 15 straight games in this stadium. Can they hang on and preserve number 16 against the 7th-ranked Irish of Notre Dame? 4th and 9.
It seems to me it would be hard to go away from Claypool because he can win a 50-50 ball. He's at the bottom of the screen right here.
This is the ball game if Notre Dame doesn't get a 1st down. Book's in trouble. Giving chase. He's just going to lay it up in the middle of the field. and it's knocked down by Georgia. DJ Daniel got a hand on it, and you saw the exhale from Kirby Smart on the Georgia sideline.
Jermaine Johnson, number 11, and Nolan Smith, number 4, forced Ian Book into a Hail Mary. And this time, Ness, it wasn't answered.
No, it wasn't.
What an effort. Great effort. Great effort by the team. He had almost no chance. He gets flushed right away. Nobody blocks Nolan Smith, number 4. Throws it up, saves it for one chance.
Claypool was out there, but he was double covered, and DJ Daniel out of Griffin, Georgia, got that hand on it right there.
Well, Notre Dame proved one thing. Everybody said they can't play with the elites.
Yes, they can.
They played with the elites.
Jake Fromm takes a knee. Ian Book has nothing to be ashamed of. Nor does Brian Kelly and the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame.
And I don't think this ends Notre Dame's playoff hopes either. It's a good enough game now that they run the table, things happen, they'll come back into the conversation.
Jake Fromm is 27-5 as the Georgia starting quarterback. He takes the final knee, and in front of 93,246, it's everything we expected, I think, and then some.
It's funny, it's everything we expected and everything we didn't expect at the same time.
That's true. Jake Fromm's with Jamie.
I can tell, Jake, you're just taking in the scene right now. How did this environment feel to play in?
It's a blessing. Praise God. This is unbelievable. The atmosphere we've had tonight, the game we played, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm so thankful to be on the field with my teammates, playing for Dog Nation. It's unbelievable. I'm so thankful.
2 years ago, Kirby's dad told him that was a big win against Notre Dame. How big is this win for you?
This is huge. This is huge. This is the first big, really home game, one that's been hyped up more than normal. This is unbelievable. We're so thankful the fans came out. They helped us on third down a ton. This is unbelievable. We're thankful to be here.
How did your offense start to click more so in the second half than any other part of the game?
We knew we were close. It was the body blows. It was the physicality. We just kept hitting them. And they just finally started wearing on them. And so we started being able to run the ball more. We started making plays, throwing the ball, and it's just unbelievable.
How happy are you that you didn't have to face your own team defense tonight? Because they were making some great tackles.
Yeah, they're great. They're nonstop. They're relentless. And that's what they did. They came out and played tonight.
Congratulations, Jake.
Thank you.
The team over there with fans from the student section. And I think the Georgia crowd, as Jake said, was a major influence on the game. It caused Notre Dame to take at least 2 timeouts. Back to Jamie with Kirby Smart.
Wow.
Coach, you just said wow. Why?
That's what college football is all about, man. I hate that somebody had to lose that game because I got a lot of respect for the way they played and all the negative things they've heard, and come out and play like they did. They played really physical as a team, and so did we. We persevered. I'm proud for our university. I'm proud for all the people in this community that support us. Just a great team effort.
They tested you all the way down the stretch. What did your defense show you on that side of the ball tonight?
A lot of perseverance. I mean, we got some guys on defense. We play a lot of players. Then we got 37 guys who played 25 or more plays, and they played hard tonight.
A big win against Notre Dame 2 years ago. How big was this one?
It was a big win because we had to come from behind. We got a lot of things to fix to get better down the road, but I'm proud of how our guys competed.
You have butterflies right now about this win?
No butterflies now. I had butterflies about 5 minutes ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Well, there's an honest answer from a coach who just got a big win in non-conference play, maybe the biggest non-conference game ever played in Athens, and Georgia holds on as the third-ranked Dogs win it 23-17. We'll be back in Athens to wrap it up. Coming up shortly, Brian Harry and Ian Book played his heart out. Just came up short. Not quite enough timeouts left near the end. And Daniel makes the play to knock down the final pass for the Georgia defense led by that guy. As Kirby Smart told Jamie, it's too bad that one quarterback can have that kind of feeling. And on the other side, a guy that played his heart out has to have that kind of feeling. Final score is 23-17. Georgia holds on at home. And now it's time for the play of the game presented by Jersey Mike's Subs. It came in the fourth quarter. Georgia only had a 3-point lead, but they went on an 82-yard drive in 8 plays in 4 minutes, and this was the capper. Lawrence Cager on the throw from Jake Fromm. That put him ahead to stay. And here's how Scott Howard called it for the Georgia Radio Network.
Here we go again. All right, on third down, Fromm going to throw it for the corner of the end zone. Cager makes an adjustment, makes the catch. Did he get the foot in? Yeah! Touchdown, Lawrence Cager, spinning in the air, getting a foot in out of the side of the left corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Cager. Touchdown, Georgia.
And the Dogs go on to win it here in front of a record crowd. 93,246 were in this place. Another 93,246. 5 years from now, we'll say that they were in this place. 23-17, good game, Gary.
It was. You know, I think for Notre Dame, Brian Kelly said his team was better than it was in 2017. No doubt about it. Yep. They're better. Georgia needs some work, but you can see they're going to make a run at this thing, at the playoffs again. They've got a lot of good players.
Yeah, they're going to be partying in Athens tonight. A lot of them just still hanging around, just enjoying the feeling of a win over number 7 Notre Dame. 23-17 the final. That's going to wrap it up for us. For Gary Danielson and Jamie Iredell, Brad Nessler saying so long from Athens. Final score, Dogs 23, Irish 17. Don't forget, join us next week in Tuscaloosa for the Tide and the Rebels of Ole Miss. You've been watching the Home Depot SEC on CBS. Good night from Athens.